Hello and welcome back to Fast Facts. Today we're looking at autism. Let's do this.
Now, if you're finding it hard to believe that anyone would mistake autistic behavior for misbehavior, listen to this.
I'll tell you what autism is in 99% of the cases. It's a brat who hasn't been told to cut the act out. That's what autism is.
Wrong. And here's why. Autism is a bio-neurological development disability that generally appears before the age of 3. However, it is not normally diagnosed until at least the age of 6. Autism is a spectrum disorder. That's why it is called ASD. Autistic Spectrum Disorder. Asperger's and nonverbal are not the only two forms of autism. Autism is incurable. No medication will ever rid someone of autism. However, medication can help make their life more livable and more manageable. Autism is a hidden disability. You can't always tell if someone's autistic. Boys are 4 times more likely to be diagnosed with autism than girls. Girls seem to be better at masking or hiding their symptoms and struggles than boys are. 17% of autistic children have been suspended from school. 48% of these kids have been suspended 3 or more times. 4% had been expelled from 1 or more schools. Autistic kids get suspended or expelled from schools due to their disruptive behavior. Because autistic kids can't verbalize or think along the same way as their peers, they struggle to understand what's going on in the classroom and keep up with the rest of the class, and therefore start being what teachers see as disruptive. This can also show some level of violence or other things. 34% of autistic children say the worst thing about being at school is being picked on. There is no best school for a child with autism. You may have heard of a wonderful autism school or read of a child doing amazingly well in a particular classroom setting. While any given setting may be perfect for any given child, every child with autism has unique needs. Even in an ideal world, including a child with autism in a typical class may not be the best choice. Decisions about autistic education are generally made by a team made up of parents, teachers, administrators, and therapists who know the child well. Just because an autistic child is sitting in a neurotypical classroom doesn't mean they are struggling with that lesson. Nearly 2/3 of autistic children between the ages of 6 and 15 have been bullied at school. 70% of autistic adults say they're not getting the help they need from social services. 70% of autistic adults also said that with more support they would feel less isolated. Only 16% of autistic adults are in full-time paid employment, and only 32% are in some kind of paid work. Nearly half of all 25-year-olds with autism have never held a paying job. While autism can affect people in similar ways, autism greatly varies from person to person. No 2 people with autism are exactly alike. While 2 autistic people with the same sort of symptoms and the same sort of struggles can easily get along and understand each other, they are not the same.
Put a little bit of shit, put a little bit of shit, put a little bit of shit. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. I'ma make it burn. 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 I'ma make it burn.